Hi, Andy Turner here, and today I'm going to explain about what sort of wire to use when you make wire names. So the most important thing I explained in another video is really the round nose pliers. Once you get a good pair of those, that's your main tool. And in this video I'm going to show you what sort of wire I use and what's a good wire to use when you're starting off, and what you can use, other wires you can use that are more advanced. So the wire I use for many years, over 20 years, is this wire here. It's a silver plated copper wire. I get it from Germany. It's 1mm or 18 gauge in diameter. Now the good thing about this wire is when you bend it, it'll hold its shape, and it does not spring out of shape, and it's very easy to bend. So it's not soft, it's not hard, it's about half hard. I don't know for sure, but it's a perfect sort of wire. And I'll in the description I'll give you a link to where you can get it in bulk, or on my site as well. So a lot of people ask me on my course on Udemy, which I have, and I'll put a link to that later. One of my main questions is, what sort of the wire. I critique names, and the wire I see people use is cheap wire normally, which is good because they're beginning. But if you want to start with a good wire, then I really recommend this. Copper wire in general, if you can get it, it's not too soft at the hardware store, then practice with that. Okay, so I'll explain a little bit more about this next in this video. I'll show you, I'll make a letter or two, and you'll see how easy it is compared to cheap, soft wire that you might have found. So okay, so without further ado, here I go. Hello, and here I am with the silver plated copper wire. Now I'll explain why this is such a good wire, because like I say, it holds its shape, that's the main thing, and it doesn't have kinks in it, and it's a perfect wire actually. So I'm going to use the cheap budget pliers just to show you that you can do it with anything. Well, not anything, but certainly a pair of budget pliers. And so here I'm going to make, what shall I make? I don't know, any letter. Let's see. I don't want to make an A, I make that too many times. Let's say a B. Okay, so alright, so all my letters I start with an initial loop, as you might already know. Okay, so with a B we want to go upwards like this, and you'll see that it's nice and straight, no kinks. Now here's what I'm talking about. You see if I press that, you see how it moves? That's not good. That means the jaws of the pliers, or the tips of the pliers I should say, are actually going from side to side, and that's why shorter jaws are much better. Explained before in the other video where I talk about pliers. So anyway, here we're talking about wire. So now it looks awkward because I'm actually filming this and I've got the phone between me and the name. So anyway, so alright, so you go around like that, and then we'll use the jaws of the fat part of the jaws of the pliers here to bend the wire around. I actually did that freehand, so you can see how smooth the curve is. I mean, it's no kinks in it, nothing. So important 1mm 18 gauge wire, craft wire, silver plated copper or copper, half hard. And like I said before, I'll explain in the description where you can get this wire. All right, now I'm just finishing off here, and you can see I'm doing a freehand bend here. Right, so there's the B, and you see how it's held its shape nicely, lovely. Just what we all want when we're making our names. So if you're getting frustrated with cheap nickel wire, stuff that's too soft, too thin, then here we go. This is the stuff. Okay, thanks for watching.